The following program is classified G. It's suitable for all ages.
A very good evening and thank you for joining with us on Business Best. This is a platform where we showcase the best in the business, and as usual we will be introducing to you individuals who have excelled in their particular field in order to showcase their latest developments in their respective industry. So today on the program we have another creative business, I would say, who gives their focus on the little things and give prominence to our local businesses as well, while despite this existing time where a lot of people put their trust on a large scale businesses. So it's my pleasure to invite Michelle Croos, who is the founder and CEO of Treasure Box. Michelle, thank you very much for joining with us on the show. So before we go into our detailed discussion, I really want to know what Treasure Box is all about, and why don't you tell our audience about your initiative of giving our local businesses prominence.
Okay, first of all, thank you so much for inviting me on this program to represent my brand, Treasure Box. So what Treasure Box is about is we curate customized gift boxes to any occasion, whether it's a birthday, it's an anniversary, or even corporate events or social events. We have the perfect gift for you. So actually one important thing I need to highlight, as you said, is that we give prominence to our local businesses. It's very important. I know how much it matters to give a lot of prominence to the local businesses. So this is one area that our business is focusing on. Just to give you a context of, about my background and how I got this idea, I work in an INGO, and I travel across the country for various development projects. So at one of these projects I went to, in if I'm not mistaken, it's a northwestern province, and I went for a school supply distribution event. And after I finished the whole event, I was talking with the kids, and there was one girl who really didn't want me to leave. So she wanted me to just stay behind, and I had to convince her, like, it's okay, I need to go today. And eventually she was like, okay, just wait, I have a small gift for you. And then she went and she brought a chocolate and she just gave it to me. And I was like, oh my God, thank you so much. But I was like, it's okay, you have it. But then her mom was like, no, please take it, so that she would be happy. And also she said, it was after a long time I actually was able to get this for her, but she's giving it to you now. So I was like so touched that day. That gift was, I was speechless. So that's when I was actually inspired about gifting, and the level of happiness that I got through this whole experience. That's when I thought, okay, this is what I want to do. I want to make other people happy, and this is one way of doing it. So that is the whole experience behind how I got this idea.
That's very inspirational to know, Michelle. It's nice to hear that you're giving smiles on people's faces who receive the gift, as also the suppliers who are giving you the products as well. So when you're selecting these suppliers, do you have like a selection criteria that you follow in order to give exactly what the customers are expecting?
Yes, actually my first selection criteria is the quality of the products. That's I'm actually a perfectionist in that sense. I need to make sure that if there are 10 gift items, I need to make sure that all 10 are perfect, and there's no errors, or nothing's broken, or it has to be perfect. So that's one thing I'm actually always looking at. And also there is the I give prominence, like I said before, I give prominence to local businesses, especially SMEs. Also I actually give a lot prominence to the women-owned businesses as well. Just to give you an idea, there are businesses that I work with across the country, ranging from Jaffna to Batticaloa to Mathura to Gaul, all across the country. So these are the two main aspects I'm looking into when I'm identifying suppliers. So among them there are other factors as well. The pricing obviously is a factor. The value additions that they can provide is another one. These are few of the other factors. But however, the main two factors are the quality of the products and especially the local businesses.
Okay, Michelle, I caught up something that you told me, giving prominence to female entrepreneurs as well. So you being a female entrepreneur, what was the support you received from others? Was it difficult for you to enter into the business world?
Not really. First, the first initial support I actually got was from my family, definitely. They were there through it all, from the beginning up to date. They have always been with me. However, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Hatch Group, where we were given an opportunity to join a program called Kick-Ass, where we were able to, where female entrepreneurs were mentored and coached on how to start up a business, how starting from finance to marketing, advertising, the whole area was covered. And there are around 40 female-led entrepreneurs who are in that group, who support each other. And one thing I want to let you know is that once I started my business, I had to reach out to suppliers. So at one point there were suppliers who actually talked to me and they were giving me advices, especially women. They were giving me advices on what I can do, what value additions that I can give, what more I can do in the business, where to diversify, this kind of thing. So that actually touched me. And that's one reason I'm also trying to support the other businesses as well, so that I can give what they gave to me as well. So.
All right, Michelle, that's really good to hear that you're supporting yourself along with other suppliers as well, who's trying to cope up with their own businesses as well. When you initially started this business, what sort of an investment did you make? Was it a huge cost, and how are you coping up with it now? Is it paying off?
It is definitely paying off, I would say. So the initial investment wasn't much, but however, it also depends on the strategy that you're using. So what I did was I had different products with me, so that according to the demand I could cater to my customers as well. However, there were instances where I had a lot of stocks which I couldn't sell, and I actually had to throw it off as well. And there were products that I thought wouldn't sell off, but it went instantly. So it was actually a learning experience, learning curve. You get to know things. The practical experience is a different thing rather than the theoretical knowledge that we've got before. So I think with all the experience that I have learned so much, and how to deal with things, how to deal with the changing environments, how to deal with suppliers especially. So it has paid off. Actually, through the profits I've gained already, I've been able to invest some more and diversify as well. So that's something good, I guess.
Okay, Michelle, when you initially again started this business, what was the response you received from your customers? Was it like the demand was high for these products, or is it the same level as of now? Could you give us an analysis about the demand?
Demand has definitely increased. One thing what I love about Treasure Box is sometimes you wake up in the morning for some really good news, okay, my sister really loved your gift, or my mother, everyone loved your gift. So this is the best part about Treasure Box. Actually, there are 3 people who gets happy by purchasing from us. Especially the person who's given the gift, the gifter, the one who's receiving the gift, and also everyone at Treasure Box as well. We are also really delighted. So I've seen that a lot of customers have come back and they've ordered so many times, repeat orders. There have been several repeat orders. And there's one instance, one girl actually called me and she was like, this is my 5th order. I'm sure you will be, you'll be getting giving me the 10th order free of charge. So when you know that you're getting those repeat customers, you know you're doing something right. So I think the demand has increased and the response has been great.
All right, Michelle, I think our audience and myself got a very good idea about what Treasure Box is all about, and I really want to find out more. But before that, we'll go into a short commercial break. We'll be back soon. You're watching Business Best, and we're in discussion with Michelle Croos. Welcome back to Business Best, and we are in discussion with the founder of Treasure Box, Michelle Croos. Michelle, you gave us an insight earlier about what Treasure Box is, and you definitely told us some positive responses that you received from customers. I also want to know, did you ever receive any negative criticism for your products or your business or your entrepreneurship, and what were your strategies to cope with that?
Yes, of course, because it's although we have great reviews, there has been difficult situations, especially during the pandemic. I think it was the second wave of the pandemic, and all my suppliers were finding it difficult to provide their products, and there were a lot of delays in deliveries. So I found it really difficult to make sure to deliver the gifts on time, or even sometimes even get the gifts to myself so that I could curate the box. As there were many customers who were understanding of the situation, but there were few who actually who weren't that understanding, I would say. But they have definitely paid, and I think they deserve the best, as I am a perfectionist, as I said. However, what I managed to do was I learned from that whole experience. You have to take all this criticism well, and definitely make new avenues where you won't do those errors or mistakes again. So as that's the only time I recall that there were some delays in providing those gifts. But other than that, I haven't delayed or provided any other faulty goods, I would say.
Michelle, another thing that you mentioned was you actually started doing businesses during this time of the pandemic, and I believe it was a very difficult period for you as well, and that was the period where you faced a lot of criticism as well. How did you manage that? How was your sales during that period? Was it the same as before, or was it a stable position, or is it picking up at the moment?
During the pandemic, I think the second wave, there was actually less demand because most of the people were losing their jobs, and I think this wasn't a priority. But however, even though I got orders, like I said, I was not able to deliver them on time. So I've actually didn't take much orders as well, but I actually focused on the business during that time. I focused on what more can I do, what improvements can I make, what other things that I could add, what other products that I could give to our customers. So this is a time where I actually reflected on what has been done and what I could do in the future. So this was definitely a time where it was good and beneficial for me, and I did not take it as a weakness or a challenge at that time.
And another thing, Michelle, now your gift box are always customized according to your customer's needs. How do you ensure that, because the customer has not seen this product before and you're just preparing this gift box based on their recommendations through the phone, I believe. So how do you ensure that you give the 100% of what they are expecting?
So I would actually explain this through an example. If you're getting a gift box from me, and if there are around 5 items, I would first ask from the customer itself whether do you have any design, a theme, anything you want, any specific item you want, and more details about what they want. And then what I would do is I would suggest few items as well, what more can we add to this, and I would give them at least for each item like 4 to 5 options. This is how we can do, this is the additional things that we can do, and things like that. And there are instances where customers come to me and they just say, like, do your thing. Even in that occasion, I would give them a lot of options. So that is one way I'm making sure that they are also happy with what they are getting. There was one instance where one of the customers were like, I'm really sorry, I'm making so many changes for this specific gift. But I was like, it's okay, because I want to make sure that you get the perfect gift. Until you're happy about the gift you're getting, I won't stop. So that is how I manage it, actually.
Customer satisfaction is priority as well.
Exactly.
Michelle, this business is very competitive, I believe, and especially on Instagram as well. And what do you think Treasure Box has, the competitive advantage it has against the rest of the businesses?
I would actually give 3 points as to how our business is differentiated from the other businesses. Like you said, this is not a new concept, but we have a different approach in providing the specific requirement of the customers. I have partnered with over 100 vendors, providing more than 200 products. So that wide array of goods that I'm providing, that's definitely an advantage. And also the ability to customize it, each and every single gift item, that is also an advantage. So that's the first one. And the second one, as I said earlier, we actually help the local businesses as well. So when buying something from us, you're not only helping us grow, you're also helping another business to grow as well. It's like a two-way street. You're not only helping us, you're helping the other businesses as well. So the other factor is our slogan is Treasure Box Gift Happiness. Yeah. So this is a campaign that I've started, and I'm working on giving gifts to children. So our percentage of our profits are actually allocated to gifting children who does not have such opportunities to receive anything. So this is something different, I believe, that we're doing. And again, like I said, it's not only us, it's not only the business, you're actually putting a smile to a child's face, actually. So these are some distinctive differences from other businesses.
That is, again, very inspirational to hear, Michelle. Again, coming back to female entrepreneurship, did you face any challenges when you started this business?
Definitely. There were a lot of challenges in terms of, firstly, I was thinking how funding. I did not have proper funds ready with me at the initial stages. But that was one of the main challenges, getting to know what kind of products that I have to sell. That was another challenge. And also, initially what I thought was I will check all these e-commerce sites such as Alibaba, AliExpress, or even eBay. But while I was actually researching, I just realized that there are so much of products available in the local market. So I was like, why not? Why shouldn't I go ahead with these local businesses? So that definitely, at first it was a challenge, but then once I got to know these amazing people who come up with, especially young people, who have come up with innovative and unique ideas. So that's one advantage I would have, not a challenge. That challenge actually turned out to be a benefit at the end.
All right, Michelle. So what is your next step with the business? Are there any expansion plans, or what's your vision?
So right now, I'm actually looking to have my own products. So right now we have over 80 vendors where I'm sourcing all these products from them. So like I said, I've invested on few machineries. And so I'm looking into having my own brand of products available through Treasure Box itself. So those details, I'm sure within this year I would be able to share. So we're still at the planning stage, and we're definitely looking into expansion and having our own website as well. So these are the plans as of now.
I hope all our customers out there who can't wait until that happens. And finally, Michelle, do you have a message that you would like to convey to our female entrepreneurs out there, or anyone who is willing to start their entrepreneurship or their business at this time of period, considering the pandemic?
Yes, sure. So definitely I would say this is, starting your own business is definitely a challenge. But make sure you have a plan. you know what you're doing. Not just for 1 week or 1 month or just even 6 months. As long as you can, just plan, and you will know what. Even though you plan, there's one thing you should know, that there are different market situations that will change. Today it will be something, and tomorrow it will be another thing. So you have to be ready, you have to be flexible, you need to adapt to different market situations or different look at the pandemic itself. We never thought that this would happen, but then here we are. Take the best of the opportunities that is given and make the best use of it. That's
okay, Michelle, I think we still have a little bit more time. I really want to touch on, do you do any advertising for your business to reach out to people?
Yes, I actually do. So what I use social media to advertise my products, especially on Instagram and Facebook. Those are the main 2 platforms that I currently work on. So that's the main advertising strategy as of now. I also once a month or once in 2 months, I also have giveaways or collaborations with other brands. So that is also one way I advertise. Also that also gives us an organic reach, where you can it is actually better than paid reach. So if anyone out there is looking for any opportunities of advertising, I would actually advise them to go ahead with these kind of advertising strategies. And also there are free advertising methods also that we look into, like word of mouth or like these reviews that the customers are posting. That's also like free advertising for us. So these are the main advertising that we are focusing on right now.
Definitely, Michelle. I believe that social media, we all can believe that it's a very effective way of advertising at the moment. Unfortunately, this is all the time we have with you. I wish you all the best for the future as well.
Thank you so much.
And that was our program today on Business Best. We were discussing an interesting topic with Michelle Croos, who's the founder of Treasure Box. We'll be back again next week with a brand new product or service, or another individual who has an experience to share with us. Don't go anywhere, because the blueprint is up next, where you can get some interesting business tips and tools. Until then, I'm Suzanne Shanali. Have a great night.